Maybe this will be a short, maybe not, but this is obviously Starscream Studio Series. It is July 19th, which is release date. It's a Target exclusive. Yeah, glad I got them finally. I missed the pre-orders, both on Hasbro Plus as well as, of course, Target, which I would have preferred to get from. Actually, it's just, I think if I wanted to return, which I don't know why I would want to return it, it's easier, and I don't think they charge quite as much. It feels like Hasbro getting it from them directly. It feels pricier when I get it from them, but sometimes there are exclusives that you only can get from them. And it kind of sucks that this is a mainline figure that they have to only limit to Target, although I don't see that it's a Target exclusive. And funny enough, I know people have been able to somehow score these even before they were released today. I've seen them being posted like somewhere on overseas. I don't even know where, especially since these are Target exclusives, but people have probably been, maybe they pluck them off of the warehouses and they sell them on the back door somehow. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I was trying to, I was hoping that upon release I can get this, and I managed to. First, I saw that it finally showed like it was in stock on the Target app, but like 9. But then they wouldn't let you add to pickup or to ship, of course. Basically, only in-store purchase, and that goes across a couple of the stores in and around my area that I looked at. Had them a lot of the ones even remotely close or out of didn't have them in stock yet. So luckily this one had them, and I tried last night just before closing at 11. I was thinking, well, maybe they might be just putting it out now. Maybe they registered it, whatever. Somehow they scanned it in, and they already had the inventory, and they just hadn't put it out on the floor or about to late at night, which they were, but I didn't see it on any stacks of carts that they had the toys on, and it wasn't already out. And it was about to close. I said, screw it, I guess not gonna happen tonight. Try to get early tomorrow morning. Sometimes maybe I kept checking the app to see if they maybe they might allow for pickup. So maybe once it does hit the floors or whatever, you can purchase a pickup at the store, and then they'll get someone to run out and grab one and hold it for you, right, and you pick it up. But that didn't happen. I saw some postings online for people. Oh, there's people online already at Target to get this, but all the commenters said, no, it's not for Starscream. It's actually for Pokemon. I guess there's something fairly recent. I don't know. I'm sure there's a big card set or something that they want. I'm not a big Pokemon fan, so I'm not sure. But anyways, so yeah, and then I got here, and there was starting a small line. There's only one family, and I got in behind them, and they asked, the guy asked me, are you here for Pokemon? And I said no, and I told him, yeah, I guess that's pretty popular. People are waiting for that. And a few more people showed up early at the gates besides us. I got there around 6:30ish, and a few more people, not a crazy amount. Some other places might be, and they. From what I could hear, most of them are for Pokemon, and then the other group is probably for Hot Wheels, and then not too many, if any, were for this. I was glad. I didn't want any competition, and I wasn't looking to snatch a bunch and flip them. I just want one for myself, and that's it. I don't need a flip. And they didn't have it out there. I went out. It's not out there. I looked on the carts. I didn't see it, and it still showed 9. And then we asked the workers. There's only one other person was looking for one too, and we kind of both asked one of the workers, is it there? Well, it's not in the cart. Then I guess it's going to go out. We're going to put the new stuff out tomorrow. Yeah, right. Come on, man. Its release date is the 19th today. You should be releasing it out on the floors. You don't just open it up and put it out on the second day, especially if you have it in inventory today. But he didn't want to go back and look for it, and I figured, okay, maybe that's the case. We'll just keep an eye out on the app and see what happens if there's an update on it being available. Because the app doesn't even show if it was out on the floor. It should show the IO number, where you can find it. Which it didn't. It's okay, fair game, fair information. But I kept checking within the hour, or so. I looked. I kept refreshed my app, and then I started to see when it dwindled down from 9 to 6. I said, "What the heck?" And then there's no IO number. So somebody has sold 3 of them already, or bought 3 rather. And then I waited a few more minutes. I was trying to finish up my breakfast with my kids, and then and I see the number go down from 6 to 4. It's like, what the heck? Another 2 got sold. And then it's like, somebody is either pulling them from the back, and someone's asking to pull them from the back, and then that's how they're selling them, or they are actually out there, and then this information on the app isn't really updated. But it's clear something is going down because the quantity numbers are dwindling. And so I rushed back out here again. This is my 3rd time since last night, this morning, and again this morning, about an hour or so later. And I looked out and I was like, I didn't see it at first on the floor. And I was like, darn it, maybe I have to go. I got to ask somebody, because they don't tell me that it's going out tomorrow, because I went this morning, 9, and I saw 9, then it dropped down to 6, then it dropped down to 4 within the last hour. Somebody is finding these and selling them, or picking them up, or getting to customers and they're being bought. Don't tell me that you're going to put them out tomorrow. So luckily, I was looking around, I looked up, and I found this one kind of sitting on top of the other transformers that are on the the pegs. And so, oh yes, one. And I'm looking around see if maybe there's others. It's just to pick the best one, but he looks like he's in pretty good condition. Don't really care about the box, but it seems like it's good too. But and then hopefully, I'm trying to make sure all the accessories hasn't been opened or some bullshit like that. And people like open and pop in another piece. Right? I've seen pictures of that, and that kind of sucks. But hopefully, this is all together. All the parts work good. There's nothing loose or broken, or sometimes they put on pieces backwards. And hopefully all the correct accessories are on there. I don't get like two of the same side wings for some reason on the back. I gotta go home and open this and find out. But yeah, all things are good. I'm glad I finally got this, because I do have I just did a video on the Skywarp, which I just finally unboxed, and I'm glad I had that. And of course I had Thundercracker from before, and this new Studio Series with a more G1 accurate look. And I do have the pre-orders on the Rainseekers, whatever you can call them, the 4 that are like more colorful, like the green, blue, yellow, and orange, I think. Those 4, they represent Acid Storm, Sunstorm. I forget what the other 2 storms are, but they are very briefly seen in, I believe, the G1 cartoon. I think just at the very beginning episode when they're still in Cybertron. Although he probably has maybe more of a story in some other media that are spin-offs, that might have been written in comic form or something. But I don't care about that. I do know that at least are in the same new design, and they're exclusive set. They're a little bit cheaper as a group, because it's $150, and these are averaging $42. So yeah, you figure 4 of them, that'd be at least $70, and then plus tax and maybe shipping. So with $50, you get about $20, roughly 60, $10 to $20 discount, depending, give and take tax and shipping. So I figured that would be worth it too. And yeah, and then luckily I just happened to have a Target rewards thing for $5 off of this, so I didn't pay the full 42 something, and so I got a little bit of discount too, so this makes this a little bit sweeter. So this was the only one I found, and when I got there again, I was kept refreshing my thing as I was driving up that there was still 4. I couldn't find 4 on the floor. I only found this one, so we'll see what happens. But good luck to you for looking for, trying to find this one. It can be found. You just gotta hopefully stay on top of the inventory, and you should be able to get it. Hopefully it won't be super hard to get these, but I'm just glad I was able to get it and at least complete the original 3 Seekers, right? Thundercracker, Skywarp, and Starscream here. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye. This is the last thing I threw up. I just checked the Target app after I finished the video, just out of curiosity to see if the inventory updated, and it did show now 3 in stock. So I guess it's accurate to some degree. It should be. So I don't know where the other 3 are. Probably in the back room, although I don't know how this one single one managed to float out. Hopefully there's nothing someone saw that was wrong with it. and they discarded it back. But from what I can tell, it looks fine. Hopefully, we'll see when I open it up later. But yeah, so I guess just FYI, the inventory is accurate. But then, yeah, I guess they weren't putting it out on time, so you just have to probably ask a sales associate to help you look in the back, and hopefully if they can find it, pull it, and get you what you deserve, huh? All right, that's it. Bye.